anything yet, just because it's just too crazy busy.
Yeah. Busy is good. Busy is good. And
That is if you get paid, but if you don't get paid and get busy, that's not that good.
yeah, tell us a little bit while we're waiting. Tell us a little bit your latest achievements.
Oh, gee. All right, so a little bit about myself first. I'm Johnny Wu, based in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a filmmaker, as a producer, director, editor. Been doing that for over 22 years. I'm also an event producer, so I put together events here in Ohio. So I've been doing that for 35 years. That's actually most of my money coming in from. I also make a lot of feature films and have made a lot so far, about 13 feature films. So far, they're all being distributed worldwide. My latest one, Wuling the Society, which I finished in July 1st, and then got released to film festival, and it's been winning awards all over the places. I'm kind of surprised about it, but I'm kind of excited too.
That's wonderful.
And hopefully that'll be out on Amazon Prime, Tubi, January next year, because you got pick up for distribution. So we'll see what happens.
Oh.
The rest you can find out about me on my my profile. And right now we're working on a documentary about Chinese American in Cleveland. So that's gonna be released by the end of this year, hopefully, and hopefully we can have a big premiere here in Cleveland and then go from there.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And look at on the title of this room. I did something last week, Johnny. I recorded us and then I live streamed myself, sitting in front of my computer. And when I watched that, it was a kind of a little bit dry. And the camera, I think I didn't use a better camera. The cam what do you call it? Webcam. So today I'm experiencing also, and I'm telling friends, telling people from time to time, this is actually live streaming right now via StreamYard and goes into my YouTube channel. And so if you want more information, I can like show you the reason. Part of the reason is I always like to record things, and I can show you a book I'm talking about, or show you a instrument or a equipment I need to use. For instance, a rig I use a lot when I'm filming with cell phone, so I can demonstrate to you through my YouTube channel. So then you can always go back to visit things we talk about. Otherwise, seems like when we talk about here, everything goes into the air and then just lost. Hi, Darian. Hi, Rev. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, everybody.
Let's meet all these beautiful people. Oh, what happened? What did I do?
Not you. I did. I just.
I know. I'm telling you, this feature is really not good to move people into the audience. They should put that like somewhere else, not right next to the moderator,
yeah,
right?
Totally. I was looking at his profile, and then I'm going to be moderating Darian, as I push you back to the audience.
Yeah.
Sorry, Darian.
Yeah, so hi everybody, it's great to see you. I was just telling everyone this session is being recorded actually live right now onto my YouTube channel. Yeah, I did one last week and looks a little chubby, so let's see, this week should hopefully not too chubby. So could we do a round of introduction to ourselves, please? I'll start first. Okay, I'll do a really quick one. I'm Ching Juhl. Hey, Darian, hey, Amanda, and everybody on stage. This is our 30th week of doing this thing. Yeah. And I was just thinking, 30th time times 2 hours, sometimes more, that's 60 hours. If, if our fee is $100 an hour, how much money we contributed to our community. Bravissimo. So, I'm Ching. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I do a lot of videos as well. So, and I'm a musician. So I sometimes sing, sometimes play my fiddle, my violin, my viola, my electronic instrument, and I am addicted to Clubhouse. and I have a couple of. If you look at my my profile, I was like I have like a 10 clubs associated to me, including Johnny's club and Darian's club, and so yeah, and Amanda's club. So and yeah, I don't talk to my family anymore. I just talk to people on Clubhouse. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Okay, Johnny, your turn.
I'm gonna make mine very simple. Johnny Wu here, filmmaker, director, producer, editor. I'm also an event producer for 35 years. So the rest of the time you can check out my profile, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny. And Johnny has a great room on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. You should check that out. It's all about filmmaking, and it's a lot of people come to his room. Amanda.
Hi, everybody. Oh, wait, Johnny, did you win something? What did you just post? What did you win? Tell us what you won.
Me?
Your film, right? Did your film?
Oh, yeah.
He won too many.
I'm very honest about that. But yeah, this past weekend, we won Best Action Feature Film at the City of Angels Women's Film Festival. And we also won third place at the what do you call this? Outstanding Action Film Festival this weekend too.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Johnny, your next Clubhouse should be a different title. How to win festivals. I bet you take them out for dinner.
I wish I could take them out to dinner. I think it's how you submit your films and what kind of festival you submit based on the genre of your film, and that usually give you more opportunities.
I see. Yeah.
But I gotta say, I did have some kind of a relationship built with the City of Angels Women Film Festival because I met the director in Las Vegas this past July, and she loved my movie, and she's like, put it in there at my festival, so we'll see when I can win something. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So she gave me a waiver and I got it in.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Congratulations, Johnny. You're
Thank you.
You're nonstop, and you're also a very good, useful person for your community. And doing.
Wait a second. Use the word useful. So what am I not useful?
Very useful.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, Amanda, your turn.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Amanda. I teach screenwriting and story structure. So here, if anybody has any questions about storytelling, I'm always available to answer them. I am a student of Darian Donju's 1 Minute Film School. I shoot them on my iPhone, and so I'm also a student of Ching's here. I join the room every week to learn as much as I can about making movies in our with what we have in our pocket. Right. Just the other night, Ching and I were on Rev's talk show on Haps TV, our friend Revolution, and I highly recommend everybody go to Revolution's Instagram page. Oh, Sky just popped in. She was with us too. This incredible conversation we had with the CTO of Filmic Pro about the future of filmmaking. So I highly recommend checking the replay out at Rev's link in his bio, but I'll let Rev talk about that more. But I'm happy to be here.
Great, thank you so much. Amanda is a great writer and screenwriter and teacher, and she has her rooms. I'm very dedicated, and now she is also moved into filmmaking, and her film birthday, is it called Birthday Cake? How to say?
The birthday.
The birthday. I only remember the cake.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because her prop is the cake. Her sister was in as the main character, and she has a business. You know what, Amanda? I just thought about you should have your sister. I don't know if she has a store. If she has a front store, she should put a big television and then keep running that movie. But anyway, thank you for joining us. You're so you're so dedicated, and you're so smart, and you're so everything. So I'll tell you something later about this panel later. So moving on to Rev. Hi, Rev. How are you? Are you there? Hello? Oh, okay. He must be multitasking. Yeah. Darian can talk later. But okay, let's see who is the next. Ruby. Introduce. This is the first time Ruby coming to our room, right?
Yes, I'm so glad I found you. Hi, everyone. My name is Ruby. I'm so interested in smartphone, film, video, and photo editing, Instagram. This is everything I needed to learn here. I'm a founder of Irish Spirit Education. And also, I'm an author and a family counselor. I love Ching, so I will follow her any room she's opening.
Thank you so much, Ruby. Yeah, I've been Ruby's room many times, and we all need a counselor, don't we? Either for family or our own brain. So she fixed our brains. Thank you so much for joining us. And and she's very willing and very adventurous of learning all the new gadgets and new apps. So welcome to our room. And Bill, thank you so much, Bill, for coming. Tell us a little bit about you, please, dear.
Hi, Chin.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Nice to see everybody again.
You're a little spotty.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is
Bill,
my name is Bill Zook. I've participated in Darian's film school, and I don't think I'm in a very good spot, so I'm just going to be listening a lot.
Okay.
Punch my face if you want to know more.
Okay, I'll punch. Okay, thank you. All right. We'll come back to you. And Rev, where did you go? did you fall into the bathroom? Hi, Rev. Uh-oh. I still cannot hear you. Hi, Rev. Can you talk? Okay. No, you cannot talk. Okay, we'll have Sky. Sky, introduce yourself, dear.
Hi, I'm Sky Nakamura. I'm a filmmaker. I was in the last competition, Darian's Film School. So I'm going to do it again. And I just set up my table for two in my living room. So very excited.
Sky.
Wow.
Thank you. Okay, Johnny.
She's an award-winning filmmaker now, not just an actress. So congratulations. And you should watch her film. That 1 minute film is really torturesome by Darian. Darian has a school called Darian Dangzhu 1 minute film school. He tortures his student to make only 1 minute, 60-second film. And I cannot do that. So I'll try to participate sometime, but it's very difficult, for someone made a feature film of 80 minutes, So yeah, so and Sky won, I don't know, 7 or 8 out of the whole thing last time, the award. Five? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm exaggerating. Okay, 5. And you can watch that on Darren Dangzhu's YouTube channel. It's just called Darren Dangzhu 1 minute film school, I believe. Yeah. So has all their students work on that channel. Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes,
quick?
please.
A lot of us are making our films for that competition on our iPhones.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a great room for you if you're interested in participating.
Right. Thank you for pointing out that. Yeah, it's like more and more people use iPhone or Android phone, right? So we include our Android brothers, sisters, and so we call this smartphone workshop. So anyway, yeah, thank you so much. Rev, are you there?
There, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Very good. Yes, I was moved to the audience, and then
By who?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Sorry.
And,
Not me.
I'm using Club Deck.
Oh.
And I guess the microphone wasn't on the right input. So, yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Revolution McInnes, and I am, I guess, ostensibly a host of a program called The Big Interview that Amanda just mentioned. And we have really all kinds of people. We tend to have working professionals in Hollywood on a lot, you know, as I like to say, and this is not my idea, it's my paraphrase, is that I think I got this from Darian in a way. It's you know, it's great to have those dreams of making your first feature, but have a plan B, and then initiate your plan B. And as you get good enough, go back to your plan A. So anyway, save yourself some money, save yourself some time, join Darian's film school. Also, that program last night, was it last night? 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
It's all a blur. 2 nights ago was just amazing. I mean, that's all I can say. The CTO of Filmic Pro, arguably one of the best apps out there for professional filmmaking on your Android or iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And man, we went into the future of mobile filmmaking, the power of mobile filmmaking, and a lot of other things, from philosophy to, you know, humanity. It was just a really compassionate, fun, deep, interesting night. So great group. And we had 3 women filmmakers on there all at the same time that were pretty awesome themselves. So
3 of them all on stage right now.
Yes, they are.
Plus
And,
Darian.
and Darian was there too. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm Revolution McInnes.
Yeah, Revolution. I call you Rev. Thank you so much.
That's
And while we're talking right now, is I was interviewed by you last Friday at 10 p.m. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a week ago, and it was fun. We chatted for more than 2 hours. And and next I believe October 10th is Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to interview Rev on my YouTube channel. So yeah, it's live. You can, you know, just click on Juhl Media. And also next Wednesday, normally I do on Wednesday. Wednesday, my victim is going to be Sky. I'm going to interview Sky next Wednesday. Please come to see us. Yeah, that's 4 p.m. Eastern time, and California time 1 p.m. And I have been doing this kind of a one-to-one, sometimes a group people I interview, but one-to-one mostly artists, you know, filmmakers, politicians, educators, physicians, COVID recovery people, you name it. Lots of composers, dancers, so all kinds of people. I like to pick their brain out, and I like to just have a casual but long conversation, you know, not like 20 minutes. My shows are 75 minutes. And mainly it was because COVID was locked down. I couldn't talk to anyone, you know, and I couldn't see my friends. So that was the way I used StreamYard to live broadcast to YouTube channel, sometimes to Facebook. And you can also set to live stream to your LinkedIn or Twitter even, I think. So you can do one talk and live streaming on many different places. I find I probably wouldn't do more than 2. I think the bandwidth you need bigger. Although I use I don't use Wi-Fi. Oh, right now, am I using Wi-Fi? Yeah, right now maybe I am. But in general, when I do live shows, I use Ethernet to connect to my computer. And then that way it's more safe kind of connection. The internet is more stable. So on this panel, actually, I have interviewed Johnny, Darian, yeah, and Amanda. Yeah, so lots of people from Darian's 1 Minute School was interviewed by me, because we're a very small and tight community there. So, but we welcome you to join us. I think we regularly meet on Wednesday night at 7, sometimes 8, and then Saturday morning. Darren wouldn't let me sleep. He make us get up at 10 o'clock. Can you imagine? Sky has to get up like 6:55 to attend like 7 o'clock meeting, right, Sky? So that's brutal. But anyway, we're having a lot of fun. All right, so I have a question for you guys. Instead of talking about instead of just ask questions from people in the audience, right now, yeah, all the people on stage is moderators because you're just my friends. But whoever want to come, please raise your hand. Okay, we'd love to hear from you. But just from the moderators, I have a question for you. Can you come up with 2 good reasons to tell us why you use smartphone to film? And I have a request. When you talk, can you say your name first? Because this is being recorded. So on YouTube, nobody knows who you are. Okay, just say this is so and so, or I am so and so. Doesn't matter. So yeah. So tell us 2 good reasons why you use a smartphone to film.
All right, this is Johnny here. I'm actually watching you also on YouTube.
Johnny.
So anyway, I had to run out pretty soon, so I'm gonna give my 2 why reason I use the phone, smartphone to do video. First is portability. I can take it anywhere I want to. And for example, every time we go out to shoot a documentary or shoot a corporate video, and we had camera set up, 2-3 cameras set up, and then once in a while I just pull out my phone and record different kind of angles and different things I realized that the camera might have missed. So I can use the footage and intercut as a B-roll to my total footage. And most of the time, my client do not see the difference. So that's one of the reasons why I love it when I had to be able to use my phone to record. The second would be just like the portability wise, it's also called flexibility. Because my phone, although I have a small lens, when I take it out there, I actually always shoot in 4K 24 frames per second and use it at that perspective. So the flexibility of I can use the phone to once in a while take a picture and make it look like a portrait picture, have everything in the back end bokeh out. So it looks very, very nice and pleasing. I use that in a way to promote products I have received, because I get a lot of products from companies in China, like phone gimbals or B-Logger kit, like the Sky just received one, I believe. So products like that, I get them a lot. So what I do is I actually test them out, play with them, and then do a review on my YouTube channel. I haven't done it for a while, actually, because it's been very busy. So flexibility of having a phone next to my hand that I can do fairly quickly, this kind of stuff. And if I had to go to set up stuff outdoor, I can immediately live stream it. We probably had the hassle to set up my 3-4 cameras, which are Blackmagic Pocket 4K. And if you know those kind of cameras, it can take you forever to set it up. It takes about half an hour to an hour to set up correctly. And especially when they do a live stream, you had to go connect it to internet connection. You had to go to multiple cameras and this and that. It's a pain once in a while. So flexibility, having a phone in my hand, I can do it right away there at the moment, instantly. It helps a lot. And this is Johnny. I'm done speaking.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. You were watching me on YouTube. How is the audio?
I had to turn it on, otherwise I won't be to talk.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. So can you mute yourself on Clubhouse, and then can you just listen for like 30 seconds?
You are like about 3 or 4 seconds delay.
Oh.
But it sounds good.
Oh, okay. Great. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. I already have some audience there. Yeah. Great. All right. So how about Amanda? Do you have anything to add on there?
Sure. Yeah, this is Amanda. I have only really one reason. I can't think of another reason. But I mean, Johnny said that so eloquently.
Johnny said it at all.
But the only reason
Sorry.
I can add nothing else. I'm brand new, so it's the only.
That's a
thing
good
I
reason.
Have.
That's a good
But-
reason.
Yeah, but you know, when I came into this room, I realized that that's not the handicap that I thought it was, and so here I am. So yeah, that's me. I'm done.
Are you getting a 13?
October 5th.
Woo! The same day of
Coming
Andrew
up.
Yan's book come out. Andrew Yan's book Forward
Wow.
coming out. Yeah. Okay.
I
Great.
got my 13. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So did you have 12 before, Johnny?
No, I have the 11. I give it to
Oh.
one of my employees.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking of getting one. Do you guys remember last week I told you I denied a video job? I was like, I don't want to do this concert video, you know? Like, but I may I may go back to ask them. I say, have you found another person yet? Maybe I'll go do it just so I can buy an iPhone 13.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel a little bit too, I don't know, too much, you know, like I already have a 12, you know, and then my son's like, you don't need a 13. Yeah.
Hey, Ching, which 12 do you have?
Pro Max, of course.
Okay.
I buy the best.
Honestly, if you have the 12,
Mm.
you don't really need a 13 at this point. Wait till next year when the 14 comes out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because 14 actually is supposed to have better cameras and also the design completely different.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and potentially they say they're gonna get rid of this lighting cable.
Oh,
Okay,
oh.
so you can use USB-C. So that's way better to transfer files from the camera to the hard drive or whatever.
Oh, okay. You mean USB-C? Oh, not USB 3. Okay.
USB-C, which is a 3.0.
Yeah. That's faster, right?
Yeah, that's faster than lighting cable. Right now, the problem with the Pro, excuse me, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is still using a lightning cable.
Yeah.
And they just came out with the so-called ProRes capability recording ProRes.
Yeah.
The problem with that is the file is 1 minute of footage is about 6 gigabyte file size.
Oh,
And imagine how slow it will get when you have to do lightning transfer from your phone to the computer.
yeah. Wow.
So it's better to use wait a little bit. So if you have anything other than the iPhone 12,
Mhm.
you definitely can consider updating because it will be a good experience and it's very different.
Yeah. Okay. That's a
I'm a
good.
computer nerd.
That's a
so
good
I-
advice. That's a good
I pay
advice.
attention to this a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny. So just to clarify, because Joy's down below, Joy and I had this conversation about USB-Cs. So the USB-C is the one that's currently on the MacBook Pro. Is that correct? The
Yep.
ports that are on
Yep.
Yes, and
Yep.
also on the
USB-C.
Yeah.
yes, it is also in the newest M1 chip iPad Pro also.
Oh.
So all the iPads moved to USB-C. And
Okay.
I think in Europe, they are trying to force Apple to change it all to a USB-C. But Apple's just sticking around with the Lightning port, which is kind of stupid. But
Yeah.
it's marketing.
So I
The
show
Lightning
you.
port
This
is
is
the one that-
USB-C. I'm just showing people on the on the
I see.
YouTube. So
Got it.
yeah.
Got it. So the Lightning one is the one that goes into. This is Sky, by the way.
Lightning
The
is this
Lightning
one.
cable is the one that goes into the phone right now.
Yeah.
That's Lightning. Is that
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So Johnny, what you're saying is that on the 14, they're going to change on the iPhone. They're going to change the port to a USB-C. So it'll be the same port that's on the MacBook. Is that right? So it'll be
Yeah.
That is what that's the number one rumors right now going on about
Okay.
it.
Okay.
We haven't seen much about it because you had to wait till probably be April, March, May next year that you can find out more about the actual information.
Yeah.
But if you have the 12, you definitely should. You don't need to really upgrade because really there's not much of a difference. But then you will not see much of a difference. But then you should probably wait for the 14. I personally always update every 2 years. Except for this year, somehow I bought 2 iPhone 13. It's because one for Ray, one for me, and I paid off right away for the Ray one. I just don't want to have it in my bill.
And also, it's good for you to have 2 cameras. If you have to shoot, then you can sync up much better. If I like last time, I used
Yes.
iPhone 12 to shoot a concert, while Amanda helped me to hold iPhone 11. It was some problem when I tried to sync together. You know.
Yeah,
Another
you
reason-
can do that. And also there's some software on the iPhone that you can actually use multiple phones, including tablet, to do live streaming all the way to using like a different camera angles. Air Max is the program that you can get download. It's free.
Okay.
How do you spell that, Johnny?
Air Max, AIRMAX.
Perfect.
You can use that program. You can have like a software switcher, and then you can use Android and iPhone to do different angles and then live stream.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. Another thing that Rev just mentioned when we were having the interview with the Filmic Pro CTO Chris Cohen, he mentioned that it's really good to have 2 iPhones because you could use, when you're using Filmic Pro, it's the app, the filmography app. That's amazing. I use that for my 1-minute film. You could use the second phone as a remote. I think it's called a Filmic remote. And that allows you to have to keep pressing buttons on your camera, and so you could just actually control it with the second phone. So I kept my iPhone 10. I'm actually, I haven't. Go ahead. Oh, one more thing, Amanda. One more thing is, I haven't transferred anything to my iPhone 13 right now because I don't want to get notifications. I don't want to get phone calls when I'm filming. So just until I finish filming this film, I'm just going to keep it as a camera. My iPhone 13 is a dedicated camera for now, and then I'll figure out transferring it later. This is Sky. I'm done speaking.
Amanda, you're going to say something.
Yeah, I was going to ask, the iPad will use with remote as well. You could use remote with the iPad. Does anybody know if that's true?
I think you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can. We should check, but yeah, I'm sure you can.
That's what I thought. Okay, thanks. I'll double check.
All right. So I was going to show you on my in front of my computer. There is a thing, Johnny. I don't know what this thing called. It's like you can plug the USB C in it. The other end, you charge your phone, which we talked about last week. You charge this set, right? Charges way fast, like 20 minutes sometimes. I can do the whole charge. If you do a regular thing, it's about 1 hour or something.
So what you have in your hand right now is a lightning cable to the charger. The charger is a 15-watt charger, so actually give you a faster charging capability. That's a smaller charger. Yeah, that's a 15 watts.
So it's a 50 watt. But this thing, when I bought my iPhone 12, they just sold me without even asking me. They just sold me for $20.
Yeah, you can get it for $8 on Amazon. But
okay.
But yeah,
I think
you have to see each one of the charger. You have to see the watts on it, and that will give you some idea how fast and how slow it can be charging. For example, the iPhone 13 right now, the one I have, you can use a 60 watts charger, and you can get a charge within 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But again, it's 10 hours for
how
iPhone,
much?
So.
How much a gigabyte did you get?
I didn't go crazy like Darian did because he got a 1 terabyte. Went with a 512 only because I don't think I need ProRes on my
512 is enough, I think.
For me, it's super enough because my previous phone was an iPhone 11 128. I never used it up.
Yeah.
So for me, 512 should be enough, and I don't do ProRes, so because I have professional camera for that. So yeah, but I know Darren did 1 terabyte phones, so that's why he said he got.
Yeah, that's great. So let's continue our initial question. Ruby, do you have do you have anything to contribute to our question, which is what's good about using iPhone or smartphone?
I think it's the convenience. And also, like Amanda, that's the only tool I have on hand. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ruby. Bill, Bill, is your connection okay right now? Not too good? Darian, are you awake? Okay, I'll get back to you later.
I'm back.
Oh, hi, Bill. We were talking about, I had a question like why? Tell me 2 good reasons.
2 good reasons. Well, one, I started out doing still photography before I started doing the 1-minute film stuff. I can give you about 12 good reasons and one Pelican box. It was all my gear I had to carry with me, plus a tripod that took a Pelican case that I took with me around the world when I was doing projects in different parts of the U.S. and the world prior to getting decent enough resolution on.
Oh, Bill,
these things in my
Bill,
hand.
Bill, carrying a Pelican case is very sexy.
If you say so.
I don't think so. Pelican case is
Mine
so
has
heavy.
Very
stickers.
sexy.
Mine has all sorts of stickers on it from places like Amman
Oh yeah,
and in Seoul.
yeah. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Pelican case is like this really sturdy case, right? You can put a camera in and then throw the whole case through like 9th floor onto the downstairs. It will not break your camera. No, maybe I'm just kidding.
To make the point, at the biggest I've ever been in my life was 350 pounds. I actually stood on it to reach something. I needed it to reach something in a rack once, on top of a rack once. I used it as a stool.
Right. When I shoot New York fashion shows, lots of photographers or videographers bring their cases. I don't have one then, so they step on it. They use that to get a good spot. Right? It's a very useful thing. Or they can just raise that to hit you. Anyway, so Bill, you have a very good point. Yeah.
But you, Chin.
Yeah.
Ching, you actually have an advantage with the cell phone. You can get a 3-foot long selfie stick and turn it the other way.
Right. I know. I know. I run through 3 selfie sticks already. One cannot find. The second one, I still lose it. The third one, I'm holding it like a baby. No one steals my selfie anymore. So anyway, that's great answer. Sky, did you contribute it yet? I forgot.
These are all great. It's like all of the above.
Uh-huh.
And I have a couple things to add. One is the stealth. I feel very stealth when I'm on my iPhone because you could go into places that you would never be able to film with an actual like professional camera or a crew. So my film Lost and Found, we shot part of it at the Huntington Library, and they have beautiful gardens there. So me and my daughters they just thought we were just shooting like a mom and daughter thing, and it was beautiful because they have, just the horticulture there is just amazing. So the stealth mode. Also, when I was thinking about getting a whole gear set, the camera was $5,000, and then I realized that I had to buy a lens, and then I had to buy the batteries and the chargers. It just would have added up to be a lot more money. And even though the iPhone, because I did get the iPhone 13, it's a lot cheaper than buying the whole setup. So I would add in costs to that. And then also, like Bill said, portability. You don't have to carry all that stuff. And for me, because I tried the DSLR and my batteries kept running out, and it only recorded, my camera's a Canon something, and my dad gave it to me, but it would only record a certain amount of time, and then it would shut off, like in the middle of the shot. And then you'd have to, because the batteries would run out, or it just timed out. I think there's a limit to how much.
For DSLR, when you shoot video, you can only do 30 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm like, what if you're shooting a scene?
I know.
What if you're right in the middle of the scene? Or like,
you have to be very careful. Just 30-minute meaning continuously shoot. So you have to remember, when I go out to shoot concerts, I have to always ask, how long is this movement? I need to know, because classical music is 3 movements or 4 movements. So I need to write down every movement length so I know when to reset my camera, because it's only 30 minutes long. Yeah.
So it's just the ease of use with the iPhone, I think, is
Hi, Josh.
Last thing is the technology. And we were on, like we mentioned before, we were on with Filmic Pro CTO, and it's just amazing the technology that's come out. It's for what we want to do, for what I want to do, it's more than I really even need. So this is Sky, and I'm done speaking.
Thank you, Sky.
I got something that'll help you. When you have longer shots, find someplace like Micro Center. I'm not sure there's one. I know there's one in Central New Jersey, but get some extended length batteries and just plug them in at the beginning. Like 20,000 milliamps. I think the bigger batteries. The Micro Center has a couple of them. They're about $20 a pop or $30 a pop, and just plug your cameras in, and you're set. Because it'll just charge out. It'll keep you constantly charged.
Oh, well, I don't do the DSLR anymore because I have the iPhone 13. So.
Oh no, yeah. I was talking about Chin doing multi-movements musical pieces.
Oh.
And basically, if you're going to be on a tripod, just either use duct tape or 100-mile-an-hour tape to the tripod leg, the battery, and just use softer tape to tape the power cable down. And you can just you're set for however long that battery will last, which is probably up to about 3 hours.
I see. Very good. Yeah. I'll keep in my mind. Yeah. Let's continue. So who hasn't contributed? Laden, good to see you. Laden.
Hello.
Where are you now? Are you still in Canada?
Yeah, but living around 1 week.
Oh.
So going back to my country for a while. I hope there is a chance to go back again.
Oh. You mean you may not be able to get back?
Fortunately, there is a chance, it seems, but we never know about the politics, the governments, the rules, which is maybe every day changes, especially about my country, about traveling or something like this. So there might be, but now I'm just trying to move back. But yeah, for the rest of my life, if I'm lucky, I'll do it and then start my job seriously more than ever.
Yeah. Well, that's tough. It's kind of unstable. So tell us a little bit about your project. Are you doing something or you did something? You were part of the 1 minute school.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you all, guys. About every one of you for a reason. Like maybe I even don't know one person really good, but there is motivation about him or her for me or something like this. But the 1 minute film school for Darian, it was really useful, and it motivates me to continue. And it was a hard experience, because when you have a time and many stuff you can do, like maybe easier, but about 1 minute, it's really different, and it's.
Whoa.
Thank you to Darren, to you, Josh, and every one of you. It's my chance to know you guys.
Thank you. Do you have can you find out one or two good reasons to use a smartphone to make video or film?
Yeah, sorry. First, I forget to tell you about myself. I'm an actress and short filmmaker, and they made a short film which nominated in Toronto Short Film Festival.
Woo!
Thank you. There's many reasons, but about me, it's really, I don't know the word in English. There's something like to be curious. And I can use it really easier than the big camera or complicated camera. So I can carry with me in every situation, and even in hard situations. So it's easy to use, easy to learn. That's for me. I'm talking just about myself. Maybe there is a different, another idea. So yeah, it's good for me because I can use it easily. And there is a different good experience also with the smartphone.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. Josh, how are you?
Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for joining us, Laden. Thank you for joining us, Laden. I was talking without turning the microphone on. Sorry. Yeah, Josh is here. Josh, we did an intro already, and we talk about why do we shoot with an iPhone. So would you like to introduce yourself and tell us two good reasons why you shoot with the smartphone?
Okay. My name is Josh Musburger. I am a documentary director and producer. I teach documentary production and broadcast journalism at the Philip Merrill College of Journalism at the University of Maryland. We just found out that the documentary that I'm working on got into a grant program, so super excited about that. Yeah.
Yay!
This is the first
Congrats.
grant that we've actually. Thanks. This is the first grant that we've actually gotten close on, so really excited about this one. So two reasons I shoot with the iPhone. I bet somebody's already said this, but like LaDon was saying, like the best camera is the one that you have on you or the one that you own. And almost everybody has a smartphone on them most of the time. And, you know, an really expensive camera is great, but if you're doing documentary work and you're somewhere and you need to shoot something and you don't have it, the best camera is going to be your smartphone. So, got to learn how to shoot on that. Also, with the way that the camera is set up, it's really easy to teach people how to shoot and like teach them the craft of shooting video. Where if you're teaching a more complicated camera, you have to focus also on how to use the camera. So I'm kind of in that process right now. My students who are intermediate broadcast students right now, normally when they get to my class, they've already used the broadcast cameras, which are like I can't remember they're like Sony kind of production cameras, new ENG news gathering cameras. And because of the pandemic, they're getting to my class and they haven't touched the broadcast cameras. So I have to like teach that as well as teach the craft on top of it. And it would be much easier if I could just send them out into the world with an iPhone to teach them, you know, sequencing and the rule of thirds and depth of field and all that kind of stuff. So that's I'm kind of rambling on a little bit, but that's why I think smartphones are you know, one of the best cameras to shoot with. I'm Josh, and I'm done speaking.
Thank you, Josh. Thanks so much for everybody's comments. I just want to, by the way, if anyone in the audience want to come up, please come up. And our room is very relaxed. I do not move people after they talk back to the audience. I don't like that. So when you come up, you're stuck with us for the rest of the time unless you move yourself down. So help yourself, and if you have any questions, we'll ask. If no questions, and we'll just pick up the topic and to discuss with these issues. So I tell you a little bit about my situation. Is I've been using conventional camcorder since a long time ago, since late 80s. And I shot a lot of things, cases of videotapes, from big to medium to small to high A to mini DV and whatever. So until iPhone 4 came out, I had my first iPhone is 4, and then by iPhone 6 I started to shoot with iPhone 6. As a matter of fact, if you check my YouTube channel, which is called Juhl Media, Juhl. The one video got the most hit was a 34K viewing. Is a less than 2 minute of video I shot. Someone was making a pancake / Chinese crepes on the street. I just using iPhone 6 shot that with my family member. So people seems like really enjoy short form video these days. So I experienced a silly I made my first silly YouTube shorts last week. When I was in a restaurant, I was just shooting my food. It's called cauliflower taco. It was only like 12 seconds. And that short got, I don't know by now how much. In 2 days, got 500 viewers. In 4 days, got like 700 viewers. By now, I lost track of it. I don't know. So people seems really liking short format. And of course, as a filmmaker, serious filmmaker, we cannot always do short format. We have to express our thought, our stories, and we want to make feature or short documentaries or short narrative stories. So, but I think shorts is a very good way, or Instagram Reels, Instagram, IGTV. Those are really good tools to publicize your work, your personal enjoyment, or your project. You cut the short elements of your project. You can publicize in those format, and then you can say if you want to watch more, you can go to this place or that place. So that's a good way. So back to my journey of shooting with the iPhone. So then my next major breakthrough for me, like I realized I could do that, is 2017. I went to capture Women's March in Washington DC. I went by myself and without a crew. All I had was a selfie stick and my iPhone 6 or 7 or 6, I forgot. But anyway, that video actually I edited later. It was like 8 hours of a journey, and but it came out really good, really well. I was very surprised how good a sharp image iPhone was. And then so this year, 2021, my feature documentary, 80-minute long, got accepted by several film festivals, like 9 film festivals altogether, and won 3 best feature documentary in 3 different festivals. So yeah, so it's very difficult for me now to go back to pick up my bigger camera, or even I have this 2 Sony A7 III, and I have 2 Canon XF 105. I checked on Amazon and on some site. They don't even have 105 left. That they're moving on to like Canon XF6. So the replacement of old models seems moving really quickly. So even if I want to find an older camera, I don't know, maybe I should go on eBay to find it. But when you look at the price of that, particularly, it's not even 4K camera. Canon XF 105. It is listed 250, 2500. Some other sites 1900. So it's not cheap, But my point is, I agree. So many of you mentioned. Let's see. Let's summarize the mobility, right, of using smartphone. Easy to carry, including mobility. It's light, and you can shoot in a situation you cannot shoot with a regular big camera. You need a permission, or people suspicious of what you're doing. When I shoot my documentary, I interview so many people. Sometimes I just have my camera in my hand when people are talking. I mean, in the real filming world, you're supposed to tell people, I am filming you now. Is it okay I'm filming you? Or I'm telling them. But I was a badass, I just film everywhere I go, So, and people are okay with me, So, so that just shows people also do not take me seriously. They had no idea what was I doing, because everyone has a phone, and any given time, sorry, there's a phone call coming. Every given time, people were shooting picture or shooting video. It's already become our regular, sort of lifestyle. So people are not too afraid of that, But that said, that doesn't mean you can record, people's private life or sensitive issues without their permissions. Okay. But I'm talking about just in general, kind of a, casual gathering. So, yeah, so let's, anybody have questions? Oh, we have a new person. Mikhail, hi, how are you?
Hi, Ching, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah. Good. So, can you give us a short intro of yourself, please, dear? And then if you have a question.
Of course, no, thank you. And
Can you speak louder, dear?
Oh, sorry. Is that any better?
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I may have to come out and come back in again. But very quickly, I'm Mikhail Chowdhury. I'm a writer, director, and a producer. I'm based from Bangladesh. Lived in London and have been in the States for about 6 years between DC and LA. And I have a number of films currently on the film festival circuit. In fact, I'm actually doing a Q&A for one of my films today in about an hour at the Imagine This Women's Film Festival, so I'll have to try and pretend like I know what I'm doing. And that is for a film that I shot on an iPhone 11, which we did completely remotely during pandemic last year. Nice to see everyone, and Ching, thanks as always for hosting the room.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. So
Hey, Ching,
yes, dear.
if you go to my, am I sounding a little weird?
You're sounding very nice.
Okay. Thank you. If you go to my bio and you see, it'll say haps.tv/@RevMacLive. Right now, I've got you and me on the screen, and I'm pulling the audio internally. So I don't know what's synced in or not, but now we're live on 2 video channels. So I'm playing around with this.
That's wild. But if
Trying to figure it all out.
yeah, I'll go. Okay. Thank you. I'll check it out.
I want to say,
Yeah.
I did want to say that the thing that I keep thinking I'm going to enter and make a 1-minute film. I got to write that script though.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to co-write, and act and shoot and star, and I'll just be the sexy producer, putting it all together. That's great. But that's like, it's my job as a host. But the iPhone 12 that I have right now, I'm using it as my camera for the video that if you go to my bio, you can see, and it makes an amazing webcam. It probably blows away any webcam you can buy that's not at some kind of professional level.
Which one you want me to see?
Just me, or can other?
Huh? What? Hello? Oh, I didn't understand. Rev, I'm on your Instagram. I don't know where to see. Which one?
No, you got to go to my bio on
bio.
On
okay.
Clubhouse. But you know what? I could put that link on my Instagram little thing as well. But it's just haps.tv/@RevMacLive, and then just scroll down. Anyway, I'm just doing it for fun, but makes an excellent webcam. I'm using Filmmaker Pro, of course, because we had the folks, we had the Filmmaker Pro guy, the CTO over there.
Yeah.
And so with the capture card and Filmmaker Pro,
you
can zoom in, zoom out, set your ISO, set your exposure, your shutter speed. It's amazing what you can do even for live streaming.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I wanted to tell you before we have more people on stage now. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I bought my iPhone 12 Pro Max this year, March, and so I've been shooting with that. So after March, if you look at my YouTube channel, one thing I like you guys to do for me is to go to my YouTube channel, Juhl Media, even now or later, and please, if you can, subscribe my channel. I have more than 700 videos, and I do a lot of news capturing. The documentary I won 3 prizes, that is a kind of a news activism content. Anyway, lately, actually, the latest project I did is last Saturday. It's a global march. It's called Basic Income March. And I'm not going to get into the political side of that. It's not what my agenda is right now. But I shot that march since the beginning. It starts 12:30 preparation to end at 4:30. Let's say about 4 hours shooting. and I don't know exactly how many minutes I did. It's just I was with them for entire 4 hours. I shoot very economically. One thing is you need to know, if you shoot documentary, try not to don't overshoot. Okay, if you overshoot, you ended up listen or watch everything you did. So that is all very time consuming. Of course, that takes practice. At the beginning, you may overshoot, but eventually, you have it in your mind what kind of footage you need. You already think about that. Then when you are in the site, you do that. So I don't know exactly how much I shot, but I combine. In the end, the end video is 20 minutes. So I put that link on my Instagram profile. There is a link. Okay, you go to my Instagram, you click on it. So that piece is called Basic Income March 2021. It is not an easy thing to put together, but I did it on my phone. Actually, I always like to promote this thing. It's called iMovie. Although some people will think iMovie is kind of amateurish. Yes, it is amateurish. That is why amateur people need to learn how to use that first. For me, I can edit the whole film on my fingers, in laying in my bed or sitting, on my chair or on my couch, or even going to a restaurant with my headphones, and then I can edit film without a computer, without anything. So I really, really love that way, and I intend to show you guys how to edit with iMovie. So right now it's a 20 minutes long. So so who is gonna talk next time? Or next, how do I say your name? Cassius.
Oh, Cassius.
Cassius.
Rader, who I brought up because I looked at your Instagram, and Cassius shoots with iPhone. It looks like maybe exclusively. So I'm like, hey, come up and say hi if you want to. And here he is if he wants to say hi.
Hi, Cassius. How are you? Are you there? Oh, maybe he's busy right now. Look at his profile, his bio, very impressive. 14 international film awards, best international documentary, Walking in Our Shoes, best music video, best cinematographer. Awesome. So how about we, next person is a Cherry. Hi, Cherry.
Cheryl.
Sorry. Cheryl.
Hi, how is everybody? Hi. I'm so very excited to be here. I am an extremely amateur documentary filmmaker, but we have a series. We've done 2 video documentaries, and we're working on our 3rd. We're an organization in Philadelphia that supports vocalists, mainly jazz vocalists, but more than anything, female artists. So we shot both of them on iPhones. And our person who did the editing, she did edit on the iMovie. And the quality was really very good as compared to what we might have, even through the professional cameras, because our series is running on Philly Camp, which is Philadelphia Community, like that, but they have a regular station. So one of my questions is, if I can ask the question,
please.
I hear that all of you guys are shooting on iPhone, and we did that in the beginning, but I switched over. I am now on an Android A51. That is like a customized phone. The camera is even better than the iPhone 11 that I had. But in terms of us syncing everything together and weaving the 2 platforms, they're still on iOS and I'm on Android. Will we be experiencing a lot of difficulty with that, or should I just pull out my iPhone and make that work?
Can you rephrase your? First of all, congratulations. You shot with iPhone and edit on iMovie. That's wonderful. By the way, which iPhone did you shot lately?
Okay. I have the iPhone 11.
Okay.
And my partners they have the 12 Pros.
Okay. Great. Great.
Yeah.
So, what is the reason you want to switch to Android?
Because I bought one, and I love I just love the images. There are a couple of things that are restrictive, I would say, but in terms of the quality of the video and the ease of use, I find the Android easier to use.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I have seen even 10 years ago, I bought a Huawei. Huawei is the Chinese, phone and Android system. And the video quality and photo quality is so awesome. But I had a hard time kind of sync with my Apple. I only have Apple computer. And so I
That's the
never,
problem.
yeah, I never really bothered myself. So anyone can answer Sherry's question about, syncing issues with two cameras?
I don't think, if you're shooting, I don't know what format Android phones can output the video, but just in terms of workflow, if you're shooting on your Android and you convert it to, ProRes or .mov or, whatever file format you want, the workflow then shouldn't matter. The fact that you're having problems plugging it in directly to to your MacBook, I mean, I could see that might be problematic, but workflow wise, a file's a file. So once you get it off the camera, I don't think it should matter too much.
Okay, beautiful. Well, fortunately, they have the Apple phones, but we all have Windows computers, at least one Windows computer. So we were able to communicate well with that. And then one other thing I'm going to ask as the newbie and the one who is just entering the field, we want to go forward in terms of submitting these videos to some of the festivals. And they're kind of long. They're like an hour and a half. They're giving us a 2-hour space on the station. So they're about an hour and a half, most of them. Would that make it difficult? It's like an art type film. It's history of our female jazz legends, queens that are still alive and taking care of meeting us who are coming through.
Are you talking about submitting your film as is it a documentary or is it a narrative film?
They're all documentaries.
Oh, okay.
We do them all as documentaries.
Oh, documentary.
We've actually run already.
So the whole documentary is 1 hour and a half. You ask, is it too long? I think it's okay. 1 hour and a half is not too long. A feature documentary is considered anywhere, I don't know, 70 minutes or maybe 60 minutes to 90 minutes. And a little bit beyond is fine. 2 hours is you're pushing a little bit. 2 hours may be too long. Yeah. Very few festivals like to program such long hour, unless your name, you're a famous filmmaker, then they can, like Ken Burn, he can make long films. But normally film festivals like shorter films so they can show more films in one slot of time.
Okay. All right. That's really good.
Josh knows that. Josh knows it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a programmer, but I heard, I had a discussion with a programmer, and what he told me was the sweet spot is about 70 to 80 minutes. But, if it's good, it's good. And if it keeps the audience's attention. I've done some screening for film festivals, and I will tell you, when you open it up and you see a much longer documentary, it's already starting to turn you off a little bit. So
okay, well, here's the fun thing: there are performance pieces in the middle, and there's interviews with the artist personally. So, yeah, we really sort of try to keep an eye on that and keep it fresh and keep it moving. So these are documentaries built on specific person and about a specific person, but it also includes their history, their bios, their performance footage, and interviews with them. So it worked out pretty well for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely submit them to film festivals. Another thing that I've been hearing from the documentary film festivals, like the like Full Frame and like places like that, is they are looking for a little more like observational cinema verite style instead of like sit down interview, like traditional kind of Ken Burns style documentary. So that's just something to keep in mind. I wouldn't change your style. Like, do what you want to do. Just like when you start to look for film festivals to submit, just kind of keep that in mind a little bit. And we actually, we had a few sit down interviews in our documentary, and a couple like when we did get feedback back from some of the film festivals that we didn't get into, like some of the feedback was they didn't like the sit down interviews. They were annoyed to see sit down interviews, which I think is ridiculous. But
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to know. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't let like film festivals change your style. Like, do what you think will be best for your story.
Thank you. I appreciate that quite a bit.
And also,
thanks for having this room too. It's helping me a lot.
And also, it's really difficult to like pleasing everybody, because there's like 2,000 to 5,000 film festivals out there. Depend which festival you target to. You have to do a lot of research and to see their films before, like prior years or the last 3 years, what kind of film they program. Then you get a sense of what kind of festival is that, right? So you don't want to submit a musical themed festival to a environmental heavily promoted festival, or I don't want to, mine is very political thing, and I don't want it to go into a horror film festival. So there's a lot of actually time and also research involved to finding out what kind of film festival. And then film festival is another subject we can talk for a while. The time, like when is the best time to submit, because you cannot push yourself, say I need to submit to Sundance and therefore I need to finish my film by October of this year or November of this year. And what if you don't finish? So the people always asking, do you finish your film according to the deadline of festival? And then most of the answer is no. You finish when you finish, and then you think about festival. Ultimately, film festival is a way of promoting your film, of course. A way of, if you win something, then you can say, hey, I win this. But I think the ultimate, if you think ultimately what your purpose of making film, for me, I wasn't thinking about film festival when I made my film. One thing is because I don't know enough, but I just feel my story needs to be heard. My story needs to be told. With that in mind, I made my film with no money, no nothing, zero budget, and then I apply festivals. Yeah. I just like dumb luck, I got in I got 3 awards, but that's good for the film. But yeah, so I don't know. Everyone has its own agenda, and it's a art of film festival applying. We should have a whole room about that. So anybody else? We didn't talk. Oh, Ta is here. Hi, Ta.
I do have something.
Yeah, Bill, you want to add something?
I want to add something to Cheryl. If you're shooting on an Android, they're shooting on an iPhone. As long as you guys are using something like Google Drive to put everything on, just make sure you're shooting in the same resolution. If you're both are doing 4K, they'll do 4K, and Filmmaker Pro may be able to marry the two together, but you can bring it into any editor that's right format, and it'll look like it's been shot on the same. They'll work together well. I won't go as far as say it looks like it's shot on the same camera. It's not, but it might. Really close. Some person like me with bad eyes could probably not tell the difference. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Yeah, that's very well said. Yeah, set the same resolution, same yeah, either 4K or less or more. Nowadays they have what, 6K, 8K. I don't think it's on cell phone though, but yeah.
And framing. Your
Framing.
frame speed also.
Yeah, like either 24 or 25 or 60, right? When you say framing.
Or 30.
Yeah, 30. Yeah. Actually, 24 is like 23.9 equals 24, I guess. 24 looks more film-like, Yeah. So we have Todd. Todd, do you have anything to add on or tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yes, thank you for the warm welcome. I had a quick question. And first, before I ask my question, I have pulled up on my desktop Revolution Mechanis. Wow, RevMac Live. This is so cool. Look at you and your big smile. Being able to see him and see Ching and have the whole Clubhouse experience on my desktop, my mind is just very happy right now. So
What happened?
I don't know that the audio.
My bad, I hit the wrong button on her.
Oh, okay, sorry. Let's bring her back. Sometimes I know, sorry, the wrong button.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Now I'm back. Okay.
Sorry.
I see you are in Chicago, Illinois, and I just have to do a shout out to a city that I love. I'm in Colorado, and I only didn't, I couldn't make it in Chicago because of your weather. But my first job out of college was at WTTW, Your Window to the World, the public PBS station in Chicago, Illinois. So this whole thing is just feeling really nostalgic and beautiful to have my roots in TV production and then to see Chicago up on the screen. This is awesome. My question is regarding an iPhone app that I have recently come across. They were the sponsor of a live streaming event I attended 2 weeks ago. The app is called Camo, C-A-M-O, by Reincubate is the company. I'm wondering if any of our live streamers and iPhone users here have experienced it. I've heard a lot of talk about Filmmaker Pro here today, but I'm just curious if any of you have tried or heard of Camo, which really allows you to do some wonderful things if you want to use your iPhone as a webcam. Thank you very much. That is my question.
Anybody have thought on that? CAMO.
So, how do you pronounce the name? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're Ta. Yes, Sky, it is Ta. And I just followed you on Instagram and can't wait to check out your award-winning film. This group always makes me feel adequate as opposed to inadequate when it comes to gear. And, sometimes you just feel it's hard to not compare when you see everybody with their fancy cameras. And this discussion always makes me take a deep breath and say, no, my iPhone 11, it's okay. I also have a Logitech Brio 4K webcam, but I find that I just enjoy filming almost more on my iPhone. I love being out in the world, in nature, in public. I just enjoy that experience. I feel like it's so sterile sitting at my desk filming.
Yeah.
But
my film was shot on an iPhone 11 Pro. So, yeah, it's possible. And I haven't heard of Camo, and I just wanted to clarify or confirm, this is for webcasting, or is it also a cinematic app like Filmmaker, or is it more for the in-studio experience?
Well, if you go to reincubate.com/camo, you can see all about it. It looks like you're able to do film quality video, including 4K, I think is either there or coming. But I think that it may be designed more to use your phone as a webcam. But since so many of us are live streaming and then using our video that we're shooting on our phone for YouTube and everything, I'm seriously looking at using my iPhone, as a second camera and and not worrying about investing in a quote unquote real camera. So yeah, I was just curious. Yeah.
Rim has a lot of experience with it. He could talk. He's an expert on this with Filmic Pro. So,
okay, thank you,
Sky. I don't know if I'm an expert, but I'm 2 weeks ahead of everybody else, maybe.
Much more than that.
Yeah.
That counts. That counts.
But yeah, thank you. So, how do you say your name again?
Ta.
Thank you, Ta. Okay, so it depends. So you've got the fancy webcam, the 4K webcam. So first thing is with an Apple product, because of their adapters, they don't go 4K right now. Any Apple adapter. So going 4K in is great. You want to do that. You got to know in a lot of ways you're restricted to 1080 in Apple. It's not a problem. I mean, you can see the image, that I've got right now. But I'm using Filmic Pro to live stream. Now with Filmic Pro, you need a capture card, an HDMI cable, and the HDMI to digital video converter. And those things, you need like a cam link. Those are about $100. A good HDMI cable is only $10. You need a hub to go into your computer that needs to be like 3.0 on the USB. And you can always DM me. I'm happy to explain this stuff too further. Point is, you can do all of that on Filmic Pro, and you get a whole host of features in terms of anything you can control on Filmic, you can control remotely on another device on that camera. So like I said, shutter speed, ISO, focus, zoom, tone mapping, all this kind of stuff that can be done on that. That said, for $3, you can buy OBS camera and use your Lightning to regular USB cable in a USB 3.0 port or directly to your computer, and you're broadcasting easily. The problem with those apps, the cheaper apps, and what frustrated me was I couldn't control anything. I've got, professional lighting, but I can't control the aperture, that's a problem. So that's why I invested in, the extra equipment for Filmic. But I'll take a peek. Go ahead and respond. And what was that website again?
Oh, it's called Camel.
If you'd like, I can just DM you.
DM me on
it's
Instagram.
Camo is the name of the app, and it's coming up. The company is reincubate.com, reincubate.com/camo. And they were a sponsor at Ecamm Live. You may be familiar with Ecamm Live. If you nod your head, I can see you on my screen. You are, okay. So Ecamm Live is the live streaming software that I use right now with desktop using my Logitech Brio. I feel like what you just described with Filmic Pro and the HDMI digital cable, I was taking notes with my Sharpie. I may have to reach out, but I'm going to explore all of that. I'm just thinking there are some really creative ways we could be using our iPhones to do more live streaming. And so I really appreciate that. And I have one question else for you here. I'm looking at you. This picture quality of you right now is amazing. Are you telling me that you're using an iPhone and Filmic Pro?
Well, an iPhone 12 Pro Max in the back camera. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, in terms of webcams, the best webcam, even at a few $100, does not have the technology that Apple has just in processing and everything else. I think on Filmic, I've got this set at 4K, and, I'm not driving 4K out into my computer. I'm only driving 1080p, but it's, a darn good image, and I'm green screened. So it's a little tougher for me to adjust my image. Like if you watch the show with Chris Cohen from the other night from Filmic, that dude's image, oh my God.
Okay, where do I watch? Where do I find that?
So you just go to my, you can just go to, you'll see it in my Clubhouse bio, or click on the link on my Instagram bio link, and it'll have the show. It'll be the first show. But when you see his image as a live streaming image, it blew my mind. But of course, he knows how to. He's the chief technology officer. He knows how to get the most out of that app. So, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm seeing, you have a green screen that looks that clear. Do you feel like were you kind of saying just now that you don't think the green screen is as clear as it could be? Because it looks really good to me.
Oh, no, it looks good. But like my focus is, well, I didn't actually focus, did I? But my focus sometimes is just still a little soft for what, I mean, the difference between what Chris Cohen can do and it's noticeable. And I've done the best I can so far. I just have to learn more. But no, this is an amazing image for live streaming. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's I've done it well, but there's still, further to go. But yeah, this is pretty damn acceptable. I am sure that this would look good, on a pretty big size TV. It's going to look pretty decent.
Okay, so how are you bringing in Ching in that monitor behind you right now? Woo, this is so cool. If everybody is listening and you're like, what are you talking about? Please do yourself a favor and click on Revolution. Is it McInnes?
McInnes, yeah.
McInnes. Please click on his face so you can see his Clubhouse bio. Look in his description. It says haps.tv/@RevMacLive. Go there right now if you can so that you can see what I'm seeing. This is really mind-boggling. So, okay, tell me how she's being pulled in, and I missed the part. What iPhone are you using right now?
iPhone 12. iPhone 12 Pro Max. But what I'm doing with Ching is it's really easy. It's just a screen grab on my MacBook, and I just tell OBS, the software I use. That's something, again, you can reach out to me if you're not familiar with OBS and these kind of things. But it allows me to use multiple cameras, multiple displays, and all of that, and put it into the system. So we're seeing Ching's live feed displayed from my iPhone. From my MacBook. I could probably do it a couple of other ways, but that's the easiest way. And then I'm integrating the audio that you should be hearing on Haps from everybody through a program called Loop Deck, which allows me to take audio from Club Deck, where I'm online, Clubhouse on my computer as well. Take that audio, route it through OBS, the video control system, and then back out. So yeah, it's
that's so cool. Okay, so would you say then you don't need Restream.io and you don't need Ecamm Live to do anything in your world?
Well, if OBS would replace Ecamm Live, and Restream is replaced for me by Haps, where I am at, because it's free and you can stream out to anybody else for free. So
how long have you been using Clubhouse and Haps?
About the same time, actually. I started Clubhouse in February. I started Haps in January, I think.
Wow.
Rev?
Yeah.
Let's do another silly. I am not able to see you yet, but I am going to. But I just gave you a link of my live show. I invited you to be on my screen. So let's see if that works.
I love this. This is like we're going into the Matrix right now. This is awesome. This is my kind of nerding out on a Friday.
Yeah. So nerdy. Let's see.
Where did you send the link, Ching?
I sent to your email.
Okay, thanks. I'll check.
So I'm looking at it now too. It's pretty amazing. So I see Rev, and in the background on the screen behind him, I'm seeing Ching.
Yes,
yeah,
this is
pretty cool.
This is
it's nice to impress all of you with these very basic tricks. Anybody that knows video is going to be going like, "Oh, he's not that cool."
Oh no! Listen, when you look at the timeline, February till September, it's basically October 1st. So how many months? And you are maximizing, I think, this whole integration of live stream, iPhone, virtual, Clubhouse audio only. Like you are. If you had been doing this for 5 years, that's one thing. But 5 months? Come on, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, I have learned a ton. But I used to be, well, I guess I still technically am a professional photographer. But I mean, I've been a professional photographer for a very long time. I've shot, video, industrial films and all that, but in the pre-digital era. So only things I really know back from those days is framing, composition, exposure and technique and craft. But I have had to learn all the digital stuff. And this is what's capable with this kind of equipment, that you can get this good a signal and quality. Really takes this, live streaming to kind of broadcast professional quality. You just have to have a little bit of an investment in the gear, which can be expensive for people. And I'm happy to show people how to do it, more cheaply as well. So, and anytime anybody has any questions about this, reach out.
Rev, I am on your page. I don't see us.
All right. Wait a minute. I have to click one more button. Okay. It's not giving me camera. Hold on. What browser am I in?
If people want to see what I'm seeing on my screen, do they just go to your Instagram? Is that the link in your Instagram profile? Will it bring us to this page?
The link in my Instagram profile would take you probably to the current show. Hang on a second. I'll fix that in Instagram. Give me a second there, Ching.
Okay.
And that's Insta bio thing. I technically talk and do things, but I'll be quiet. This is Revolution.
All right, Sky. Are you there?
I am here.
I just send you the link too. To see if you can get on.
I don't have my makeup on yet.
Oh. Oh, just wear sunglasses. Wear sunglasses.
Hilarious. I might do that.
But I am turning my computer sound off, so I don't get a feedback from talking on the Clubhouse, right? Because if I have my computer sound on, that would be funny.
I have a really cool app to recommend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't have to do with live streaming, but has anybody played around with One SE, like 1 second a day?
No.
No, I think I've heard of it. Please tell more.
It's awesome. So
I love
it's an app. Yeah, it's an app where it basically makes it really easy for you to take 1 second of video a day and then compile it into a video. So, my daughter is almost 2.5, and I have a second of video every day that I can export into at this point, it's like a 7-minute video.
Wait. How can you take a 1 second video? It's like a picture.
Yeah, you take video. You would be amazed how much you can get out of a second of video.
Really?
Ching, I'll send you a link to we don't post pictures of my daughter on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. Keep her off social media until she decides whether or not she wants to be on it. But I'll send you a private link to one of the videos that I put together. It's awesome. It's like, so you take video, you open up the app, go to the day, whatever day you want to set that video for. And it lets you basically select a second from it and save it. And then you press one button and it kind of puts it all together into a montage of, 365 seconds worth of video. And so a bunch of my students have been doing this for a long time.
Hey, did Cheryl went down stage by herself or someone moved her down?
I'm getting a phone call.
Okay. I'm like, no, don't stop talking.
I'll be back. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right.
It's a pretty cool app, though. And then you take video all day long, and then you just select the 1 second out of all those videos, and then it stitches it together automatically.
Wow. Oh, by the way, let me just remind everybody, because we're having less and less people with us. Just please join our please click on our room and please follow people you like before you leave. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sky, you were saying something.
I don't remember what I was saying. But Actually, Joy just sent me something in the back channel. It's a link. If you guys want to watch what we're watching with the Haps Live, it's Haps TV /@RevMacLive. I'll spell it out. HAPPS.TV /RevMacLive. So we're going to be talking about this. So if you guys want to join us in this very, very nerdy conversation that we are so excited about, then please go to that link and you can see what we're talking about. This is Sky, and I'm done talking.
I'm a little confused. Are you talking about the old stuff we talk about? Or are you talking about something we're going to talk about in the future?
Oh wait, was that the wrong link?
Huh?
No, that's the link that I mentioned when I was talking to Rev and watching him on the screen.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's the old, Ching. I think it's the old.
Oh, okay.
And Josh, are you back?
I can't update my Instagram because my Insta bio app is on the phone I'm using, which is.
I love that. Yeah. So that link, Sky, that is not the. So there's two different links. The link in Rev's Instagram bio goes to that talk with the.
Right.
Filmmaker Pro, and so then Josh, can you real quick? Would you say that it is worth going pro on 1 second every day?
I did right away. Like I did it basically, the day my daughter was born, I started filming. So I did. If you're going to use it, it's definitely worth it. If you're not going to use it, it's not really worth it. What are the pro upgrades? I don't really remember off the top of my head.
I have their website pulled up right here. It looks like it might be worth it.
I don't think it works very well if you don't have the pro. I remember it used to be free, and then when it turned to a subscription thing, all my features went away. Like I couldn't do so I think it's worth getting it. But the link that I just read out loud, it is the one that I'm looking at. I've seen Rev on this one, so it is Haps. HAPPS.TV /RevMacLive. That's the one I'm on my computer, and I'm
and that's the link that Rev has in his bio. Yeah, that's the live feed.
If you go there, then you got to scroll down. You'll see me live on Haps. Also, go to YouTube. You can go RevMac Live in the search. It'll find me. I'm live. You might have to scroll down in the video section. So it's live on YouTube as well, on my YouTube channel.
And I wrote this down. You're not using Restream. You're using Haps to multi-stream.
Haps replaces the restreaming service.
And then OBS replaces Ecamm.
Yes, much more sophisticated than Ecamm, but Ecamm is, the learning curve's easy, but actually with OBS is all you need to do is you tell it you're just going to use their virtual camera, which is what it would be. And then the settings it's all set for you. It's straightforward. And, with 3 YouTube tutorials, you'll be using it, seriously. I'm like, I'm a smart guy, but I'm not that special. I've learned all this the same way anybody else does, just by Googling it and then watching YouTube videos.
Okay, and so you're giving me hope here. I want a free 1-year subscription to both Restream and Ecamm, and so I am really diving in deep on both of those. But I'm just trying to find the best ways, to use my iPhone when it comes to video. So that's kind of where this discussion started. And now I have you pulled up on YouTube and on Haps. And is the reason why you look so much less clear on YouTube because it's just such a bigger screen surface versus the tiny little screen on Haps?
Let me look at the YouTube feed, but they just may be compressing me.
But would that be 1080 then? You're saying you're shooting in 4K, but it won't output to 4K on YouTube?
It won't output beyond, I think, 1080p. But as we were talking about with Chris Cohen at Filmmaker, it's better to shoot at 8K or 6K or 4K because it's always going to look better on the original. And when you squeeze it in the pipe, if you only shoot in 1080 and they squeeze it down to 640, it's not going to look as good as if you shot it in 4K and they squeeze it down to 640 or whatever it is.
Ooh, so the lesson learned for me is always shoot in 4K.
If you got 4K, shoot in 4K.
Thank you.
Sure.
If you have the space.
Yes. And there could be reasons. And yes, and you're like, an actual expert filmmaker here. So please jump in at any time. But yes, if you got the space.
Ooh, what is that nifty, what do you call it? Phone stand that you just held up?
Ooh.
How come I can see you?
Watching Juhl.
On YouTube, you held up your phone. It looked like a little clip that you could prop your phone up.
Are you on YouTube?
Oh, you're watching one of my shows? That's.
Oh, I thought you were live. Gotcha. I clicked on your link from your Haps because I thought you said you were streaming to
I am streaming
YouTube.
live.
Yeah, okay. So
on YouTube, you got to go to video and then scroll down to find the live one.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that is Scooch Case. They're a sponsor. SCOOCHCASE. ScoochCase.com.
I'm going to look it up. SCOOCH. Scooch Case.
Scooch Case, yeah.
And thank you for I was like, the audio looks a little out of sync, but now it was a different video. Okay, now I got you live on both. Now let me see if it still looks as...
What do you guys?
It looks way clearer. Now the video quality.
Where do I see you?
This is your iPhone. So if you go to his YouTube channel and click on videos, you can see him live because he's live streaming his Clubhouse talk. And
it's getting very...
No, this is where. Thank you. This is so beautiful. Like, thank you, God, that this is like I can be in my office in Colorado and looking at. I mean, really, my mind is just so happy. But I wanted to erase my earlier comment when I said the video quality doesn't look that great. Well, that was the wrong video. Now that I'm seeing your right video, you look just as good as you did on Haps.
Oh, that's good. And if you want to see the progression of my lighting, go back a few months and look at my shows. If you look before I started the green screen, that's probably a totally different setup. But it's evolved tremendously, and the camera helps. But I've also got a 200. I've got a Cobb light in front of me with a massive parabolic softbox and a grid on it, and I'm lit from the back, so it takes a lot more than just a good camera to make it, look great. But I will say, with a ring light and an inexpensive, like LED light, give people a link to these things. They're like $25. With a ring light and a couple of those, you could get pretty darn close to what I'm doing.
Thank you. I'm using lights that I have found at the thrift store, including a really nice sharper image desktop lamp and whatnot. But I do feel like I need to graduate now outside of my mismatch, compilation here, and I need some real lights. So I just subscribed to you on YouTube. I see Mobile Filmmaking, who's in Clubhouse with us. Is that Cassius? Okay, so I see he just commented. That's so cool. I'm going to comment now and subscribe.
Wait, where are you guys commenting at?
On your YouTube Live.
I've never tried to promote YouTube Live. There's tons of videos on there. You guys might be the first people that have ever commented on there.
Oh, that's great. You deserve it. You deserve some comments and some subscribers. And this is just great to see how you are taking your iPhone and filming on, to me, some really exciting creative levels. Like if I wasn't the president of a web design company, I would be wanting to be your intern right now.
Well, wait a minute, you're the president of a what?
Of a 720 Media. We're a web design company. I started the summer of 2000. So we just ended our 21st year.
We might have to barter now. No, I'll help you. But I'm looking at my YouTube feed. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not looking at the half signal. I'm looking at my main feed. Mine, it looks a little soft, but and that actually is good too, is look at it on multiple platforms, like when you're on, because right now it's, I've noticed for some reason, maybe somebody else in the audience would know this, but I mean, I like a little bit of an underexposed look. I like the blacks to pop, on my glasses and stuff like that. So I always underexpose it a little bit anyway. But I've noticed as you send it down the stream, it gets brighter, which is not intuitive to me.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that.
How did you hear about HAPS? And I'm just curious, as a iPhone filmmaker, how did this come into your world?
Oh, well, I mean, I've been around entertainment and media my whole life, but I haven't been working in it in quite a few number of years. So I had been just doing a little political broadcast on a platform called Periscope. And then when I started on HAPS, people liked what I was doing. And I just, I went from what do I like to say? I went from a non-influencer to a slightly bigger non-influencer, what I mean, on apps. So, I'm not an influencer or anything. I've got a nice little audience that I enjoy. We've got a lot of nice connections in the music world and in Hollywood. And I would say come on my show as much for the connections as for what I'm presenting there. But yeah, I'm taking up all this time here.
Okay, I just have to say one quick last comment. You mentioned Periscope, and this ties directly into being comfortable with our iPhones. I loved Periscope, and I would live stream views of my mountains, and I would talk about motivational things very casually, just hiking, wearing my hiking boots. I did that a lot on Periscope. Are you ready for this? Somebody who was a graduate of Clemson University, he saw me, fell in love with the views and everything, and said, wait a second, you do websites and social media. My professor at Clemson really could use some help. He got this new grant. So because of that, and this was maybe 5 years ago, I mean, Periscope is long gone. Because of that iPhone, it was shot, whatever iPhone version it wasn't anything spectacular like I'm looking at you right now. It was just a regular phone. That video led to a connection at Clemson, led to a contract that has made me thousands of dollars, and we still work with that university to this day, all from an iPhone video.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hopefully that's encouraging for anybody who's listening in the audience who's like, I don't know if I can do, all I have is an iPhone. All we have is the tools that we need in our hand.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
If you have been watching, you can see me zooming in and out and adjusting the exposure and the focus using that remote capability on my iPhone 10 live there.
So you're using that old iPhone 10 to do all the controls of Filmic Pro.
Correct.
Thank you.
That's
Hey,
neat.
Rick, can you adjust the exposure? I just want to see what that looks like. This is sky.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll drop it down here. Hold on. There'll be a little bit of a delay, I would imagine. I'm watching it on YouTube, too, to see that.
I'm watching on both
delay
as
on
well.
YouTube is pretty long.
Yeah.
On HAPS, it won't be nearly as long here.
I did not notice much of a delay on HAPS.
It is. Yeah, I could refresh. Sometimes it's just, your browser. Yeah, that's a good 30-second delay. Hold on. Let me look at my HAPS feed. But you guys should be seeing, if you're looking on HAPS, I should be dark right now.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lastly, on the HAPS thing, if I want to join, is there a link or anything to give you credit?
Just throw invite in front of, so do /invite /@RevMac Live. Sandwich invite between the first / or /, I guess that's /.
Add invite before @RevMac Live.
Yes, and just put your 2 slashes in there, and you'll be good. Yeah, so Sky, you can see I'm more underexposed now, right? I'll pull it down.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm going to have to try this.
I'll show you here.
Okay, we are 10 minutes before we close this room. Shall we? Does anyone in the audience have any questions for us? If not, I named this group today. The title is film, video, photo. I just want to tell you one thing. Probably somebody talk about that. Maybe Rev talk about that. On iPhone 10, 11, 12. I'm sure 13 is the same thing. You can try to take a really great portrait picture. It's kind of like it's like a filter, but it works really well. I take a picture of the other people, not on myself enough, but I just get quite close to them, maybe 2 feet, and I set in portrait mode. I could go horizontal or vertical. I take a picture of them. It comes out usually really, really, really good, and it brings the background kind of a little blurry, but the subject is very clear. Of course, you have to have a decent light. Try that. I shot so many people, they actually use that picture as their profile picture on social media. So it's pretty amazing. The other thing is about I use Instagram now than before, just because Clubhouse since March. So I posted more thing, and Instagram is very heavy on video. So it's your time to, if you are a photographer, that's great. When I often open someone's photography, Instagram looks beautiful. It's all photography and very consistent. But if you are not like that and utilize your Instagram, have 3 different settings of video, you can post your video. That video can only be 1 minute long. That's a post. And then you can do a reel, which is a live, or it doesn't have to be live, but usually it's more fun to do live. Reel is about 30 seconds. Yeah. And it's very short. 30 seconds sometimes is not enough time to do things. No, well, we'll talk about 1 second video, but I find it is challenge to describe, say, what am I eating, or where am I, or what scenery I'm looking at. So you need to practice on that. You sometimes it'll take me 10 times get it one shot right, so one sequence right. So utilize that, because I find people really love to watch short videos. That has to do with the competition with TikToks, and then you can do live Instagram live, and I don't know how long, but it's pretty long. Like I don't know, up to 2 hours maybe. Yeah. And then IGTV is great. IGTV, you can do other video you shot before, you can upload to that. And then so you should probably do a video once a week if you want to have more subscribers to your Instagram, or you want people to know. So consistency is very important. Yeah. Do maybe start with 1 video a week, and then you could do 2 videos a week. And posting time, it is somewhat kind of important, but a lot of time I don't remember that, so I just post whenever I feel like. But I can definitely see if I post something 10 p.m. my time, the result is not as good as I post in daytime. Sometimes I finish a project, I just couldn't wait to show my people, so I just post at 10 p.m. and then I do suffer. The next morning I only see there's only like, I don't know, 20 people saw that thing. So I'll tell you a little bit about the time, the best time to post. This is not my research. This is something I got from internet sometime in April. Okay. Instagram, best time, Monday, Tuesday is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. as the best time to post. Wednesday, 11 a.m. Friday is 10 to 11 a.m. Sunday is a bad time to post. It's not what I say, okay? I just copy from someone else, some kind of website. Facebook, okay, we don't talk Facebook. How about YouTube? YouTube, best time to post is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday, Friday, Monday, Thursday, Wednesday. Oh, okay. Sorry. Thursday and Friday is the best time to post on YouTube. 2 p.m., 4 p.m. Okay. Worst time, they say, is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's worst time to post. So I think I disagree with that. But so overall, I guess 2 p.m., 4 p.m. is a good time. And then Thursday, Friday is the best time. But I don't know why Saturday is not good to YouTube. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So you can Google around to find probably different website tells different stories. And but overall, I guess no matter what you do, I think a making sense thing is daytime to post and then post your stuff consistently once a week or twice a week. Yeah. Now, YouTube, I have a YouTube channel, Juhl Media, and hopefully you will check my YouTube channel, and I take it very seriously. Consistency again. You can have a YouTube channel talk about only one thing, say how to shoot with your iPhone, or how to do Chinese cooking, or how to sew a sweater, whatever. You could do, but I don't do that because I have a lot of love. I have a lot of different things. I just do everything in one channel. It's called Juhl Media, which I get away with that because media is a lot very, you know, media can be anything. Yeah, can be news media, can be self media, can be whatever. So yeah, I just reached 5,100 subscribers. It is not easy to do that. Okay, it is not easy. So what I would recommend is post your things once a week and name your YouTube channel relevant to whatever you are doing. Make your title not too long. There's in general, never name something too long to pronounce or to remember. Something easy for people to remember and shorter the better. What else? Yeah, and if you have like 5 clips of same thing, 5 things, like I videoed on Saturday, the entire video I just finished yesterday, and then I also chopped all the speakers. I want to put their speakers on my channel, but I don't do it at the same time. For instance, if there's 5 speakers, I don't do it all at the same time. I will do it, and I do a schedule post, either one in the morning, one in the afternoon. The best thing is actually just do it every day. You post one, and then another day you post one, and so that way that's, they say, the YouTube algorithm likes, the content creator have a consistency in posting. If you just do all 5 or 6 or 7 all at one time, I think it's not as good as separate your content in 7 different times. Yeah, anybody have any comments? No?
Hi, Ching. I just wanted to apologize. I lost the signal for a very long time. So I just want to say fantastic room, and absolutely love listening to all of you professionals. It's been a fantastic experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So do we have any more questions about anything?
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to throw out there, ask if anybody's used the iPhone 13, the cinematic mode yet.
Sky has iPhone 13.
Funny
Sky.
you mentioned that. I just posted a couple YouTube videos on my channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just figured out how to do it. I'm new to YouTube, so
great.
I just figured out how to do it during this conversation. So there's
Whoa.
2. There's one using Filmmaker Pro. I just went to the beach. I was running out of light. I didn't have a lot of time, but they're quick tests. I didn't even change any of the settings. But if you go to my Instagram profile, so click on my Clubhouse profile, scroll down to my Instagram, and there's a link tree, and there are 2 videos I just posted of the beach. And like I said, one of them is using Filmmaker Pro, and the other one is cinematic mode. But I haven't tested those features like the rack focus.
Can you give me your YouTube channel name? Just your name?
Yeah, it's just I think it's just my name, Sky Nakamura.
Oh, okay.
That looks really good, Sky. I just checked
you're
it
watching
out.
it? Oh my god!
It's beautiful. I love how you just make it so easy. You can just tell people, go to my Instagram bio, then you can just change that top link. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. I love Linktree. So yeah,
I got to run.
Okay.
Everybody, sorry.
Oh, thank you so much, Rev. I'm following you, and I'm now on Haps. I really appreciate your time today.
Excellent. Yeah. Anybody reach out to me whenever you want. Definitely Cassius and Josh were new. Ta was new. I've only been here a couple of times, right? But just great group. Wonderful to meet all of you. My therapist is waiting, and by the minute.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Are you gonna video it?
Oh, my therapy? Oh no. Too many liabilities.
Live stream.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Ching,
Yeah.
is this every Friday at the same time?
Yeah. 12. Every Friday, 12 noon Eastern time, we are talking about iPhone video production. And and please join us. And today is the 30th anniversary, 30th week. We did 30 times.
Wow. Congratulations.
Great.
That's
so consistent, Jing. You're so consistent with this room, and you always start on time. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I try to.
I have a quote for you, Ching, that goes with your milestone. This is sitting on my desk. It's a quote from James Clear. He wrote Atomic Habits. And I wrote this down yesterday because it's something I think is really powerful. You only need to know the direction, not the destination. The direction is enough to make the next choice.
Wow.
You just knew the direction of this whole club. Like, here we are, 30 episodes, and you didn't know the destination. You just went in the right direction.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautifully said. Yeah.
And I might have to, I might reach out to you, Tal, because I need some website help. Maybe we could do a trade as well, a barter situation.
What?
Oh my goodness. Feel free to reach out.
Thank you. Yeah, it's for it's more of a nonprofit kind of thing. So, I reach out to you. Thank you.
Reach
so much.
out.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sky.
Okay. So we're good, right? Do we have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up? And how about let's do a roundup, a shout out with us. If anyone in the audience, you can still come up, but let's do a shout out. We always shout out. Okay, all right. Start with Sky.
Okay, I'm so excited about the next 1 Minute Film Project. If you guys don't know about it, go to 1 Minute Film School, all one word, on YouTube. So just search that, and it's Gary and Jianju. And our theme for this round, it's due on October 24th, is Table for Two. Very excited, and I will be doing more test shots. So if you want to see the test shots that I put up on my YouTube channel, you can go to my YouTube channel, or you could go to my link tree in my Instagram. But I will be updating that over the weekend because I'm going to be doing some test shots over the weekend. Kind of about my progress, and I'd love to share whatever I can with the iPhone 13 Pro. It's very exciting for me, and I just love it, and I hope other people tell stories using their phones. So this is Sky. I'm done speaking.
Yeah. And additionally, next Wednesday, which is October 6th, 4 p.m. New York time, I will be interviewing Sky on my live channel, YouTube channel, Jewel Media. So watch us, and maybe you can also, Sky, you can share screenshot of your 1 minute film, and also some screenshot of the new iPhone 13. We could talk about iPhone 13 a little bit.
Sure, that'll be so much fun.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll know even more. Hopefully by then I'll know more because I'll have experimented more.
Yeah, that'd be great. Josh. You want to have anything to shout out?
Sure. Yeah, why not? I'm Josh Davidsburg, documentary filmmaker. My documentary, Queen of the Capitol, is all about a government bureaucrat by day, drag queen crusading for charity by night. It's up on Amazon, iTunes, any place that you can rent or buy movies. And yeah, that's it. I'm Josh Davidsburg. If anybody has any questions about documentary production, feel free to hit me up.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much for always supporting us. And I learned so much from you.
It's good to be back. It's been a while.
Yes. Hey, how are you? The next person, Cat. I don't know how to pronounce still.
No, that's fine, Ching. It's Cassius.
Cassius. Yeah. Cat.
Hi. Yeah. It's, some people say Cassius or Cassis. I'm used to it over the years. Yeah.
Cassius. I would just call you Cass. I'll call you Cass.
Yeah, everyone does. All my friends call me Cass. So I'm Cassius Rayner. I'm UK based in London. I'm known as a iPhone cinematographer. I lecture in iPhone cinematography at the film schools in the UK. I do speeches around the world. In fact, next week I'm in Holland. There's a fantastic conference called the mojoconference.com. Check it out. Lots of fantastic speakers there, including myself. Well, I wouldn't say I'm fantastic, but I'll be there speaking. Hopefully it will be of interest. Mobile filmmaking is it's been an amazing journey for me personally, and I would say that it's always about the tool that you use to tell your story. I think the revolution in mobile filmmaking has given voice to everyone, and it's accessible for everyone, and that really excites me. That's about it.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, and for your support. And the festival you're talking about, can you slowly tell us?
Oh, it's a conference on mobile filmmaking and also mobile journalism, which we call Mojo. It's mojoconference.com. It's being run in Holland on the 8th of October. You can either visit in person, depends if you're in that part of the world, obviously with COVID. Unfortunately, I will be there in person, but you can buy a ticket online, and it's all being live streamed as well. There's lots of speakers there, all professionals from different backgrounds, from journalism to obviously filmmaking, documentary filmmaking. So there's a lot going on there. It's fantastic. If you want some insights into the world of mobile filmmaking, it's the place to check out.
So one more time, the conference name is called Mojo. Mojo.
Yeah. So in Europe we call mobile journalism Mojo.
I've never heard that before. I love it, and the website is awesome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So the hashtag, I mean, if you were on Twitter and if you hashtagged Mojo, MOJO, it brings out a whole new world of mobile journalism. It's something we're very, very keen on and support in the UK. All BBC journalists, all ITV journalists, all the news channels, they're all trained in mobile filmmaking.
Wow. That's awesome.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Awesome.
Congrats on being a speaker. And I love how you have the same profile pic everywhere. So, it's like there's that identity.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. I also work closely with Filmmaker Pro. So in the future, I'd love to come back next week. If you've got any questions about Filmmaker Pro, the software, the app, I do work with them directly, and I've produced an awful lot of episodes for them.
Wow.
Where can we see your stuff, Cassius?
Here, there, and everywhere. It's just, floating around. I mean, on YouTube, I'm actually go make films. That's my attitude, is always go make films. It's a little bit different on Twitter. I'm go film it on Twitter. But if you go onto filmmakerpro.com, you'll see all content on there as well. So they have a lot of my films and videos on there.
Wow, you're one of those people. Oh my gosh. I'm serious. You guys are my role models and my idols. And when I watch your videos, I'm like, how do
so
they
inspired.
do that?
Now, are you also mobile filmmaking on YouTube? Did you just say a different name?
Yeah, so no, the actual link to the YouTube channel is Go Make Films, but yes, I'm also listed as mobile filmmaking.
Okay,
I'm subscribed to you, by the way. I'm already subscribed, so I know who you are. Oh my gosh.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for being here. Really, really excited and appreciative. Thank you.
Wonderful. No, you're most welcome, Sky. And I love these rooms, and I love to hear other people talking about something that I'm very passionate about. I think, Ching, you've done an extraordinary job here in bringing these people together, and I think it's just an amazing experience just to listen to everyone and all of your journeys and the films that you're making and all the sort of stories that you're telling, the awards you're winning that I'm listening to. Is just, I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, I think I'm putting two and two together. I think you did a video with Filmmakers CTO Chris Cohen, right?
Yes.
I saw it.
We've done a few things. Yeah.
So good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I gotta watch that one again. Thank you.
Man, you're all over Filmmakers YouTube channel.
He's one of them. He's one of them guys.
One of those
No.
people.
Yeah. Oh my God, in our group. This is amazing.
One of these guys. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Wow, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for being so low key. And I was like, we just realized how great you are. But yeah, thank you. Keep coming back, and we love people like you. All right, so Ta, yeah, thank you. Ta, you have anything to shout out? And you already shout out many times.
Compliment.
Yeah. No, you're so enthusiastic about all these things, and it's like so exciting.
I'm excited to be here. It's a real gift to be in a room with you all and just share some of my Friday and get to learn. I'll do one quick shout out. This is a shout out for anybody who wants to join me on my daily live streaming journey. I started August 1st, so I just completed 61 days in a row of going live. And I'm doing it in a private Facebook group. I don't mention it to many people. It only has about 25 members. I mention it here and there. It is in my bio on Clubhouse. But the purpose of the group, I feel in my heart that if we can get comfortable, even just in 2 to 3, 4 minutes of speaking to the camera, we can practice. We can look and get a feeling for our own rhythm with our voice and kind of see how do we connect our mind and our thoughts and our words all in one. I find this world of live streaming to be very therapeutic, very helpful from a professional standpoint, but I found that I didn't see a lot of places to practice. You don't want your clients seeing you practice and things like that, but sometimes we just need a place to show up with very few rules, and there's no timetable, there's no expectation. For me personally, I'm just going to keep going live every day until I feel like it has become a habit. And for me personally, I'm working on comfortability in front of the camera. So if anybody else would like to join in that journey, you just basically use your phone to go live. Most people are all mobile, and you can go live any time of the day. You don't have to notify anybody. So there's no stress. There's no strings attached. And you can practice. You can talk about what you're up to, talk about your profession, whatever it may be. So that group on Facebook is called the Video Everyday Club, and it has nothing to do with my bread and butter, which is a web design company I own. That is just a kind of a passion that has sprung forth in the last few months, and I would love to invite anybody to join me on that journey if you're interested.
So you're saying people can video themselves and then upload to your Facebook?
Nope, not video and upload. Oh. You use the red Go Live button on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
It's live.
Oh,
you got it. So this is totally, you take a breath, you have an idea, maybe you want to share a book, a quote, something motivational, whatever it may be. And they're not very long videos. You could be at any event. So we have people from St. Lucia, Dallas, Wisconsin, different people have heard about it maybe through Instagram or Clubhouse. It's not something I publicize. It just every now and then will come up in and a remark like what I'm doing right now, that type of thing. But the goal is that you are going live and you're getting comfortable with that feeling of there's no rehearsal, you know, there's no this or that. So yes, a little different than filming and uploading. It's strictly for live video and mostly mobile.
So the audience, how many people in this club right now? You said 25?
25, yes.
So when you are doing the live in a different time and time zone, not necessarily there's a lot of people watching you, right?
That is right. It ends up being a handful, maybe one or two will catch you live unless you let people know. They really have no way of knowing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a Zen thing for me right now. It feels like a contemplative exercise in live streaming. This idea of the format is loose. Once we start putting structure into me saying, okay, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, no, this isn't that. You tune in and rewatch that replay anytime you want. And then people will comment. And so what has happened is there's been this awesome conversation that happens using live video, but not in the traditional way. So it's experimental. You know, if I was an artist, this would be some kind of a live experimental thing. It's living and breathing, and I don't know where it will go, and I don't have an expectation of where it will go. We get to exist in the now, and the now is hitting record every day, or I'm the only hardcore person right now doing it every single day. There's maybe only 5 other people who go live every now and then, maybe twice a week.
I love this, T. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to do it because I do feel self-conscious in front of the camera doing a live. Like if I have a script, I'm okay. But something about me being myself on camera, it's daunting, but I love that. That is so
Isn't it good? I mean, we are confident people, and what hit me, and I don't know if it's my age or what, but I feel like all of a sudden, I can't believe I'm saying that I need like confidence assistance or something with comfortability. I mean, I've done speeches and things, but there's something that has happened, and I don't know if it's because of the online world and I don't see many people in real life anymore or what it is, but being on camera and feeling like I'm talking like the real me versus newscaster me. Hi, this is Todd Dixon. You know, this person kicks in and it's not the real me. It feels like I'm getting so much better, but it feels like it has taken me so much longer than I ever could have imagined to actually sound like the real me on camera. And that's kind of my motivation for the club. It occurred to me that there may be people out there like me we're doing great. We're kicking ass in our life, but we actually don't feel that comfortable on camera. So it's kind of a mixture of introvert and extrovert. I'm an extrovert, but I still feel like I am dealing with the issue of not sounding like a fake newscaster, Ted Burgundy. You know, I don't want to sound that way. I want to sound like, just like you would meet me at a coffee shop. That's how I'm trying to come across on camera. And I'm finding that there's no way to get there without practicing.
And are these sessions recorded, or it's just live?
No, they're recorded and they stay up, which has been very interesting from a context. You can actually scroll back. If you're new to the group, you can scroll back and see anybody's videos that they've done over the last few months. You know, I love that. I love that you have the permission to be you and check in and contribute as much or as little as you want, need, or have time for. You know, so I love that there's just no rules. I don't have time for more management of anything else. You know, we're all creative, we're juggling our families, our lives. This has no rules. It just, to me, has the benefit of you do build community, you do get to do all those things, but we're doing it in it's like a different time warp, because nothing has to be in real time, yet it exists in real time when you watch it because it was recorded live.
Very good. Okay. All right. We're almost, we're actually over time. Thank you so much for being here. I brought a couple of books to show people when sometimes people ask me what's the best books to read about. One is called Single Camera Video Production. So you may want to look into that, because a lot of time when we shoot iPhone, it is a single camera. This is by Musburger. So I'm holding this on my, I can put this in my link, which I recorded right now on my YouTube channel. And there's another book. It's called Documentary Filmmakers. It's a very interesting book I bought from a festival, I believe. And it's all tell me something. So it's all filmmakers, very short description about themselves and about what film they made. So the entire book is filmmakers. So that's kind of interesting. And then I just dropped my other phone. And then documentary storytelling is a very good book. I told people already. So it's always a good, of course, I am a documentarist. So it's by Bernard. It's just called Documentary Storytelling. So I have like a many books. So I'm not going to bore you with too many. But once in a while, maybe look up something, you know. And I think myself don't read enough, so it's good to go back to flip something and and support the authors. All right, so we're good, right? So I'll see you next Friday. Right?
Thank you for the books. Thank you for the discussion.
Oh yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
yeah, thank you. And
Gracias.
yeah, and please, I'm just going to play a little song inside. I played electronic violin on this song, and you can leave anytime. There used to be a man who lived here before. There used to be a boy who answered the door. I used to talk to him, we used to share dreams. We used to walk together, hand in hand. Oh, I can't remember where that boy disappeared. I used to hold him close with his eyes filled with fear. He traded in his dreams, but he never knew what for. Now he lives in a world where the sun doesn't shine anymore. Where the sun doesn't shine anymore. Living in his shadows, he wears a face. I no longer know the dragon that he chases would never let him go. How does a man disappear? How does a soul fade with a fear? How do you live in a world where the sun doesn't shine anymore? Where the sun doesn't shine anymore. You don't have to leave behind that closed door. You don't have to leave until the next call. You don't have to talk, I've been there before. You don't have to leave where the sun doesn't shine anymore.
shine anymore. Where the sun doesn't shine where the sun doesn't shine anymore. Where the sun doesn't shine anymore.
Wow. How sad. That's a sad fucking song.
Wow. Ching, that was you singing as well?
No, I play the violin.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
electronic violin. Yeah, I remembered now. I forgot almost that time. I think it was like 2 years ago, 2000 maybe 11. I was in like a huge depression. I remember this guy asked me to play in his recording. I was like, I was paralyzed, you know, like, I don't know if you experienced depression. I just couldn't think. I couldn't be very like, you know, like your brain just kind of stopped thinking. So thinking back, I can play like that. It's not bad, you know. I was like, I just like, I run out of ideas, you know. It's all improvised. I didn't have sheet music in front of me, you know.
Really? That
Yeah.
was just improvised?
It's all, yeah, it's all improvised. Yeah.
Wow.
And I just,
but, you know,
yeah.
it's coming from your heart.
Uh-huh.
So it's probably why it's so emotional. And people, like, I felt a lot of emotion in the music.
Yeah. It's kind of also, you know, I'm just accompaniment. So I'm kind of behind the scene kind of feeling. But yeah, and I don't really think I could use this music in any of my film because my movies are not this sad.
Well, maybe you have to make a narrative movie, Ching.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe I can hire you to do my music one day.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can play acoustics, violin, viola, and also electronic 5-string violin, which covers viola, you know. So I can, yeah, I can play this one was on electronic, I think. So you can hear a little bit lower string that's cover the viola string. So I can do both. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I know nothing about music, so
Oh.
that's,
Yeah, thank you guys for staying and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Cass.
so much.
Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Ta. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Jacqueline, and thank you, Mike. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
You too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. Woo! Okay, we just ended our session, and you can hear, oh gosh, it's last 2 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and this is a lot of fun. Another great session. This is our 30th week of being together. Bye now.